what is the ceiling for RJ Barrett? RJ Barrett was drafted in the 2019 draft at number 3 behind Zion Williamson and Ja Morant. To me, ever since he was drafted, Knicks fans have put this crazy expectation on him, expecting him to be this superstar, this savior for the Knicks franchise. And over the first 4 years, he's showing you that he's a good player, but he's not a great player. Before I get started, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can get notified of all the Knicks news throughout the season. What I mean by that, if RJ Barrett wasn't drafted behind those elite talents, Ja Morant and Zion Williamson, I think that his expectations would be lowered. Granted, RJ Barrett has improved every single year. From his rookie year, averaging 17 points a game, until last year, averaging 20 points a game. He's improved. Now, his shooting numbers, have pretty much fluctuated. COVID season, he had a career high 40% from 3. Everyone's numbers were up during that COVID season. But what he has shown you throughout his first 4 years is that he's very inconsistent. He's an inconsistent shooter and settles quite a bit behind the three-point line, a little bit more than my liking. And I just think that in order to unlock RJ Barrett's game, I just think that he needs to attack the basket more, make better reads underneath the basket, and finish around the rim at a higher rate that he currently is. Right now, he's finishing poorly around the rim. He's been doing that since his rookie year, and he's been making poor decisions on fast breaks and when he gets down below. He could pretty much outmuscle anybody. He's a 6'7" small forward that pretty much can drive whenever he wants to. He doesn't have that much burst, but I just think that this season, his shooting numbers are down drastically. He's shooting 23% from 3, and that's terrible. That's awful, to say the least. And I just think that he needs to scale it back a little bit. Him, along with other Knicks players that are not makers. They have a lot of shooters on their team, but they don't have a lot of makers. What I mean by that is the players shoot, but they don't make the basket, right? They have a lot of players that shoot at low percentages and just keep on chucking. They just keep on chucking these threes. But RJ Barrett has shown you that he loves the corner 3. He shoots that at a higher percentage than any 3. From the top of the key, from the side of the key, he shoots it at a better percentage. So he loves the corner 3, and I just think that the Knicks sometimes get a little bit too comfortable with him standing behind the three-point line. I need to scale it back a little bit, and what I want to see from RJ Barrett is that he doesn't shoot mid-range jump shots at all. Throughout the season, I believe he has shot less than 20 mid-range jumpers. To him, his game is just behind the three-point line or driving, attacking with his little floater, finishing around the rim. Hey, maybe that's the way the NBA is going now, but RJ Barrett, if he just was to get that mid-range jump shot down, he will become a better player. It'll free up his game and unlock things that we haven't seen before. Maybe that's asking for too much because this is his year 4, and we just have not seen that part of his game. In regards to RJ Barrett becoming a star or becoming a superstar, I don't think he is that player you can just hand the keys to the car to and be like, hey, take us to the promised land. I don't think he's that type of player. You need to surround him with great players. You need to surround him. Maybe he can be like a number 3 on a team, number 4. Maybe you have 2 superstars on a team and then you pair him with those superstars and then you have a great team. I don't think right now in his career, he is that star. I don't think right now he is an all-star. Look, he is an above average player. He's not at an all-star status yet. He's just not. He's too inconsistent in terms of shooting the ball. His defensive numbers have actually gone down this year. I believe his net rating is a negative. So look, the New York Knicks paid him this summer. 4 years, $120 million. They need to surround him with players that can maybe take it to the next level. Look, RJ Barrett is still 22 years old. He's still super young, right? He's not this 27, 28-year-old that I'm talking about. He's 22 years old. But at some point, we're going to need to see greatness. Is that greatness coming? I don't know. And the reason why I say we need to see greatness is because some Knicks fans, not me, have high expectations for RJ Barrett considering where he was drafted. Number 3 overall. A lot of fans compare him to his peers, Zion and Ja Morant. That's not fair in my opinion. But at some point, Knicks fans want to see the greatness in this guy. They want to see the stardom. He went on JJ Redick's podcast this past summer and said, look, I want to be an all-star. I think I could be an all-star. I have it in me. We have yet to see that this season. Still a super young season. Right now in RJ Barrett's career, he's a good player. Not a bad player. He's a good player. And it's been a little up and down to start this season. 4 years, $120 million is going to look like a bargain if RJ Barrett can continue to play at the level that he was playing at last year and some games this year. I believe if he hovers around the 20 point to 22 points per game margin, that's great for him. To me, he just needs to bring his shooting percentages higher than what they are. You cannot shoot 20 20% from three. He's improved his free throw percentage a little bit this season. I just think fans just want to see his game get taken to the next level, and they want to see all-star RJ Barrett that he's been talking about, and we have not seen that yet. Still a young season, but whether we see it or not is to be determined. In my opinion, I just think RJ Barrett, at this point, he is who he is. Good player. I personally don't think he'll become a superstar. Like I said, that's my opinion, but he's still 22 years old, so he still has a long career ahead of him, and it's going to be interesting to see if he can grow his game this season, improve on those shooting percentages, improve on his shots around the rim, improve on his decision making, but we shall see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think RJ Barrett can be an all-star? Do you think he can be a player to lead a team to an NBA championship? I don't know about that. If you're new here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation, and I'll see you next week. Peace.